Ka-chow. I've been using, listen, I'm not a pilot, but I had to switch out earphones because my other ones were just getting wore out. And when I put these, I don't like these big ones on, but God dang, they sound so good. They sound really good. I can hear everything. I drowns out the noise, my dogs. Anyways, Jared's already whining just today, and he goes, "What are we talking about?" Oh my God, it better not be about April 11th and the commission meeting. I said, well, we're going to talk about that a little bit. So,
hey, before we get too far into this, did Dustin get in trouble? Because we got the principal back and there's no sign of Dustin.
Right?
He said he'll be late.
Yeah, he said he's going to be a little late. Probably on the crapper.
Just checking because we had too much fun.
We did.
I know, but it's the truth, Mr. Griffith. I'm not saying. Let me just throw it. Okay, let's see who's here tonight. Yeah, Benny's little friend, Madison. I got to get Madison another headphones and stuff for her, whatever, because she echoes real bad. So we can get her on. Robert Chase. Now, Robert Chase, for the people who don't believe, we really do have raffles. Robert Chase. I'm going to prove it. Now, listen, guys. I know there's no snow in the background, and this could be an AI-produced picture, but it is Robert.
I can vouch for that ugliness. I have seen him face to face.
Yeah, but the snow in the background, like there's none there. He did win and took the 300i. And the last guy who won was Donnie Randall out of Pine, Arizona. And he ended up taking, he asked me what I'd take. And I'd be like, I'd take that XL. He already has everything else. So he took the XL and we're going to deliver it to him on Friday, April 11th. When we go to the Game and Fish Commission meeting that everybody's going. Now, the best thing that can happen, people, I only got like 37 people in here right now. The best thing that could happen is we show up early. I'm talking early, 6:30, 7, 6.
Yep.
And we back our truck in right in the front, all dog boxes. The more dog boxes we have there, the better it looks. Does it do any good? No, but it's cool. It makes us look cool.
Right.
You know, I could take my Corolla down and only get down there and back for $40. Oh, look at this guy. He's a moderator now. So I didn't even see him down there either. He's probably been down there.
I just let myself.
Yeah, he just lets himself
I'm that
in.
Cool.
Now, if he wants to kick me off, he can.
Oh man, it will make the night that much more.
Oh yeah,
pleasant.
he can mute me. He can do whatever he wants. Who's your wife cooking? What's up? Holy crap, Sarah. What's she making? Macaroni and cheese?
No. I don't know.
I'm just playing. Be nice to her. Because, God dang, Sarah.
Throw that thing out.
Yeah, pull the battery. Sarah could win that ranch /hounds. Ranch. What is it?
Slash
hounds.
Hounds.
Book. I hope I win it. Why is Brett always missing? Brett is on a mission. He is busy.
Onward and upward.
Onward and upward. Brett is busy. I'm not even sure he's going to be doing the Monday Night Lives. He's just been busy. Listen, Sarah, I don't know what's going on back there, but a lot of people will listen to this and know that you're burning toast.
I'm going to mute myself.
She's cooking hot dogs, and they're probably overcooked in black. Like
she might be boiling water. Might be what she's doing. So, Brett is usually busy, and he's recovering from some stuff too. He got in a bad way and took a shot he shouldn't have. So, R.I.P. Brett. Let's look. That's my son. That's 10 years old. Telling Brett R.I.P. I'm gonna tell Brett you said that. Hey Benny, how do you have you received your cookies, Benny?
No, I checked yesterday and they're still in Minnesota. I think that they've been checked in and scanned in Minnesota in the exact same place for 8 times. I think those pigs over there have heard they're eating my cookies,
Mm.
and I may have to make a road trip.
Yep. Did Jared go pull the battery? Is that what Jared did?
Who knows?
Like, really well. Good evening, gentlemen. Mink is supposed to be there April,
Equalizer.
and he's from
Equalizer. There you go.
Howdy. I got a mule question. Are mollies like mares? Well, mollies
what
are the
way?
mares. Well, I
In
mean,
what way?
Yeah. I mean,
well, kind of, except they're sterile. Well, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, they don't.
They're
They
not
don't
all
squeal.
sterile.
They don't squeal like mares do,
Mm-mm.
and mares don't have jackass under their skin line.
No.
Well, that's not always true, but it just depends on what way.
Yeah.
Mean, dumb attitude.
Oh, sometimes.
Oh, well, that's just kind of
God.
mules.
Sarah Fisher. Oh. Maybe you should open a can of Spam.
Right?
Oh, Benny did not get his cookies. Got my collar today. Thanks for the sticker. Oh, I guess your name's Justin now.
yeah, I'll take Justin. Yeah.
Yeah. Dustin
You're
Jeremiah.
welcome, bud. Thank you for sending them my way for sure.
Starting crappy with the geldings.
Wait, are you taking your horses fishing?
Starting crappy.
Yeah.
I wish I taught mine to catch crappy.
Yeah, crappy
My
on
bad.
a stick.
So what's going on? What's going on? What's going on there, Mr. Fancy Pants up there?
He's
Wow,
undercover.
I tell you
Oh,
what,
me?
that's like
I
a
just-
mafia boss right there.
I know.
Looking, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going home, boys. I've been working.
Rest of
Game-
us in t-shirts and ball caps, and this
You had a
guy.
big- He had a big game
back.
and fish meeting today.
He looks like he's
Yeah.
going to do an audition for Doc Holliday in Deadwood.
Oh,
Or in
maybe.
Tombstone.
Hey, that would pay better.
Or what is it? What's that other one? Hell
Hell on
Hell
Hell
Wheels?
hath no fury.
Hell on Wheels.
Hell on Wheels. That's a good one too.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
a good.
I thought you were talking about hell hath no fury, like a woman scorned.
Jared,
What?
you been doing anything? You're not working, are you? Oh, no,
Tomorrow's
you got.
my last day. Tomorrow's my
Tomorrow.
last day.
Yeah, he's got one more day to be
Mhm.
with the working class.
Yeah. And
Then
then,
then
it's,
what-
Then it's all the coyotes he can chase.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah, buddy. There is no deer chase South
that's
Arizona.
right.
Listen, if you chase the deer, you'll spook the lions out.
There you go.
Right? Jared
No.
said, I don't think you can pressure lions like that. And I said, well, why not? If you just run rampant through there, you'll get them running.
Behind you,
Yeah.
they'll crouch down and wait for you to go by.
So you'll be, you're going to stay in the state for a little while? Couple weeks?
I'm going to go up north and hunt because we're supposed to be 100 degrees down here.
Mm,
So I'm going to go up north
We were
and
here
hunt with a
today.
buddy.
it
Brandon,
was
for a week.
77 here today.
Oh,
6,000 feet.
It was 95 here today.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be miserable.
It's 95 right now here in Santana.
Yep. So
Funeral director. Benny funeral when he shows up to arrest him for game and fish for U.S. Wildlife Services.
Yeah. I'm
we'll
a
see.
fan now. Huh?
I've got this gator hook, and if I get that in there,
Mm-hmm.
Dang,
I can
Benny.
just drag him through the
Hey.
pasture.
Just hook his little man bun. You'll be all right.
yep.
Hey, I steer clear of that shit. It's like the rabies.
You'll wake up with one.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're a little closer than me, Benny. I'll just keep my hat on.
Look at this bragger.
Oof.
23 degrees in is that Michigan?
Yeah.
Or is that Michigan?
I
Yes.
haven't seen it that cold since January.
You know what's funny? It was a couple nights ago. It was like 28 degrees, but 60 in the day. So that's how 6,000 feet works. Well, the desert does the same thing. At night, it gets cold. And 40 degrees is like our 25 degrees in the desert.
The biggest temps change we had this winter was, I think, 12 degrees, and then it got up to 68 in one
That's
day.
good. This past Saturday, we had snow going across the property horizontal,
Mm-hmm.
and it was, I think the wind chill was down to 19, and today it's 90 degrees. That's 4 days?
Yep.
Robert, did you just buy 10 more spots? Robert's trying to get this book.
How many are left?
There is none left. We have 61. And he just asked me, and he just bought 6 more spots. We are going to draw for that tonight. And I just put all 100 balls in there. So,
Did you put me in the other day when we talked?
yes.
Oh, good.
Yep. I got
All
the
right.
list. Let me see.
No, don't let Robert in. Dude, that asshole
I know.
won
I
so
know.
much
He's probably going to
crap
win it.
last month.
Well, I don't know. There is.
He cleaned house at the Utah Houndsman banquet too. Like,
Yeah, didn't
no.
he win like 2 guns?
Yeah, that guy's not invited anymore.
Shit. I don't. Let me see. Am I the right one? Maybe I didn't put you in. I thought I did.
Shocker.
I see 10 Robert Chases right there, and I'm putting another 10 down here. Jared Fay, this guy, I think he has like 20. So it's either going to be Robert or Jared Fay that wins.
Hey,
No,
I
it'll be
showed Jared
somebody
his
that-
first lion track Sunday.
Hey, good deal.
Oh, yeah. Let me see. Let me finish putting Robert in. I just left all 100 balls in there too. I didn't want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Man, I thought I'd put you in, Dustin.
It's all right. I guess I'll just not get the book I've been dreaming about.
Right.
Dude, the thing I like about it, it's the 1950s print.
I know.
That's a 50-year-old, 70-year-old book.
That's a piece of history right there.
There was
Mhm.
another
That's-
print.
That's like putting Benny in a book and
Oh yeah, that'd be like putting me in between the pages and smashing it like a flower.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
You know, just open it up and
Phaser,
enjoy
phaser.
Benny every once in a while, and when you're done, you close the book.
We got. Should we put?
That's a little disturbing.
You know what we have also? We have a guy who made the 100th member today. I think we should put him in for the book.
There, Chris. I guess your son doesn't know the story of the Lorax. There it is, right behind me.
That's a good one.
Did he say something? I don't know. I'm trying to find memberships.
Benny should be the Lorax.
We have 101 members as of today.
Oh, shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah, that's a good deal.
Where am I at? I'm lost now. I don't even know where you guys went. There we go. Was
We're all right
my
here.
son talking crap? Let me catch up. 27 degrees yesterday morning. 84. Oh yeah. Down there is just like I think up here. Same thing.
Jeez.
Just put my name instead of Robert's. Uh-oh, Robert. Uh-oh. Is that true, Robert? Should we do that? Louisiana hunting, you feeling any better yet?
Jeremy
Was
been
he
sick?
Well, he's crying the blues because he hasn't won anything.
He wrestled
Oh.
a gator this week.
Oh, he did. He roped it and drug it out.
Yeah.
I should have uploaded that video.
That's pretty cool, man.
Shelby said, never mind. Robert said she's unlucky. Yeah, he's been the one winning. Benny should be the Lorax. I think my
Benny,
son is behind
look at that.
a little bit.
Look at that mustache. He is the Lorax.
Mm-hmm.
Chris looked at the pictures. He can't read. Yeah, I just got to look at pictures, man.
I prefer Braille.
You showed us that today when you're like, "Hey, does this sound good?"
Oh yeah. Well, I read it and like, well, I'm gonna get any other opinion. I seen the picture of the Jaguar, and I guess we can announce that because that is going to be us. So the Arizona us, we're anecdotal hounds on here, but the Arizona Working Dog Alliance is going to put up the $5,000 reward for the information and conviction of someone that kills a Jaguar.
Yep.
Hey, I'll split it. I know a guy that did.
That is true. Benny is the Lorax. What do you mean he should be? He's 10, man. He's 10. Anyways, we're going to do the drawing for the book tonight. The Arizona Working Dog Alliance and it will be in our rendezvous is going to be in the Arizona Game and Fish Regulations, and they're going to change Arizona Houndsman to Arizona Working Dog Alliance is doing the $5,000. So where are the antis on that, huh? How come they don't put up that? How come they don't match that? Right?
They ain't gonna spend no money now. They're just trying to make it.
Yeah, they'll sue it. They'll probably sue us for it.
Oh, probably.
Mm-hmm. So, what else is going on, guys? Jared, you better talk about something or we're going into the commission meeting.
Well, Jared's
I get to have a
not talking
sleepover with
much.
Dustin.
Yeah, he's been calling me. He's been calling me lately, and now I make fun of him, and so he probably won't talk to me now.
Do I bring his
We're gonna
sleeping
stay
bag?
up late and watch where the red fern grows.
Oh, dude!
Whoever falls asleep first gets the brawl frozen.
I got blankets and everything.
Oh man!
Oh, you're gonna nest up in that big old house of yours in the living room.
Yeah, and then when he falls asleep, I'm gonna talk my kids into dragging him out back with the blanket and just tossing him into the pool.
Pillow party. Yep. Put him on an air mattress and let him float in there and then poke a little hole in it. So
there we go.
Mm-hmm. I think we all should just go over to Dustin's house. Everybody just show up.
Yeah.
Don't tell him. Just show up.
Benny, if you show up, you get the bed. The rest of them can sleep out on the patio.
Yep.
How many printings of the Slash Ranch Hounds were there?
Ooh.
I couldn't tell you that. I didn't really think to look at it. I guess I could. Let me see. For the 19, are you going to Google it?
I'll try, but you probably better go as well.
1950 Slash Ranch Hound book.
There was one in the 80s.
Well, they did some in 2000 as well.
They minimize your everything.
I think what happened, Pat Watland filed for the copyright in Camp Birdie in the 80s, and then after that ran out, I think then this other outfit picked it up. I bought my copy from Pat Watland at Camp Birdie.
It's so cool. That's so much technology right now.
I'm looking. Slash Ranch Hound.
I got it. I'm using Sarah's computer for the first time.
Oh, man.
I know Sarah's over there pecking for you, making it look like.
No, she's asking me, don't mess anything up and don't click on anything stupid.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, telling them not to do it. Definitely going to make it happen.
All of a sudden, she loses 74 weddings.
Oh, she's going to have viruses galore after he's done with that. So many viruses.
I'm trying to Google.
Is he trying to?
Yeah, what do you want me to type in? I feel like Jamie on Joe Rogan.
How many prints of the 1950? I better slow down. How many? M-A.
I got it. How many prints of Slash Ranch Hounds? 1950.
Yep, 1950s print.
Look at the single finger pecker.
Like a typewriter. Don't make fun of them. Let them. Come on. Don't distract them. I'm sorry for anybody who's watching this right now. Look, even Jeremy.
Oh,
Maybe I should here.
I'm with Jeremy on that. Like Jared using his phone is scary enough.
How's this? Is this better? God dang. He looks so smart right now.
Dude, I'm on this. Let's see. Oh, that's 1950.
Come on, somebody. I bet you there's someone already out there that knows. Sarah's watching over his shoulder. Louisiana hunting's all over you tonight, Jared. Nerd.
Whatever. Let's see. Oh, AI overview is not available. Son of a gun.
Well, we don't want an artificial intelligence. We want.
Come on, we got
Jared
46 people in here. Someone needs to type faster.
Jared probably.
I'm reading, but nothing's coming up.
He probably still thinks
Maybe
the
I didn't.
AI artificial insemination, Benny.
Right.
Hey, I'm all about that. I got cut in 1986, 89, somewhere. So it's been artificial ever since, baby.
Amazon. It's hard because they have that soft cover copy that is like.
Hey, look at this. My executive secretary just showed up.
Whew, Benny, I think you outdid yourself there.
It was originally published in 1951.
I think that's what this book is. It's either 51 or 54. Cougar, etc. First edition, 1951.
Second edition was 1982.
The mystery terms of sale.
Doug Evans grew up behind a pack of hounds and is with his father, using them to keep livestock killers in check on their ranches in West Texas, moving the Slash Ranch into the rugged Black Range of New Mexico. He started taking hunters and on a commercial basis for lion, bear, and wild cats. That's all I got.
So I have actually hunted and stayed on the ranch that the Evans used to have. It's at the very west end of the Davis Mountains. And I hunted on the ranch next door as well, which was owned by Tommy Lee Jones. I get around, baby. I get around.
Get it.
First.
Benny's like our local celebrity.
Oh, hell.
To the game wardens.
I'm just hoping. So this says first edition, 1951, printed by the University of New Mexico Press, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Second edition, which is what my book is, 1982, printed by Arrowhead Press, Phoenix, Arizona.
Benny beat you?
No, not yet.
Oh boy. How many 1950 Slash Ranch Hounds books were printed?
How many first edition? That's all we gotta know. How many first edition hardcovers?
I can't find it.
We are on a mission.
This doesn't have very many pictures in it.
Yeah, book. How do you tell me printing has a book? Printing. How many books are printed in it? Oh man. I don't know. Maybe I should have looked this up before. Oh, there. First edition, first printing. Come on, people. Tell us. Western Americana. Anyways, I guess we're not going to find it.
You're looking for information before Bill Gates was alive, so it's hard to come up.
That is true. A guide to literature of the Southwest. Let me see here. A guide of the. Nope.
Yeah, we're not gonna find that unless somebody's done the digging, because there Abe Books doesn't have a first edition count of the copies. It's way back in the day. I don't think we're gonna find it.
I think Derek's right.
I just see it's for sale on Abe Books for $275.
Yep.
Well, if you guys want to get in on the drawing, go to. Who's calling me? Nope, wrong one. Where am I at? Nope, not that one. Holy moly. Anyways, go to azwda.com, sign up, Venmo, Zelle. I got it all there. Oh, there it is. Go there, buy some tickets. We'll probably draw at 7 o'clock-ish.
Is the book numbered?
Let me look. Let's look. I got some pictures of it.
It should be.
What does it say down in there? I got it on my phone, which is, I can zoom in the pictures. Hey, you hear they bringing dire wolves back? That's good.
Oh, good.
Oh God, Jesus Christ!
The memes are gorgeous. There's so many good memes.
Way to ruin a good live.
Oh, come on. The memes are great, man. Let me see.
Foolishness. Just
It just says
there-
copyright 1951.
I tell you what, in a week, there's gonna be dire wolf golden doodle crosses for sale.
Did you see that? There's already a meme out for that. Did you see it?
Oh no, I'm just telling you,
funny.
it's gonna happen.
Says,
there's gonna be pups.
No. There's someone already posting stuff about it. It's really funny.
The crazy thing is they're doing that with grant money. You know what I mean?
Well,
and they're going to convince some yahoo to try to push to release them somewhere.
Yeah,
Absolutely foolishness.
We
look how good
cure,
a shape this book is in, guys. Look at it.
We can't cure cancer, but we can bring back a wolf from how many years ago?
10,000 years ago, the last one died.
Listen,
shit.
When you mess with any of that stuff, I think it's dangerous.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have we not seen? Have we not
Park.
seen? Have we not seen Jurassic Park, guys? Come on. Seriously though, messing with that stuff, trying to bring something back, and I've been on Facebook lately, and these people, it makes you sick.
It don't work bringing stuff like that back.
Why does it always have to be wolves?
So long ago. I mean, you think about it. In 30 years, you could bring back Benny, and Benny, in his younger years, and the stuff that.
What do you need? Game wardens? You need game wardens to have something to do, or what?
The stuff that Benny got away with back in the younger years.
Oh, we heard about it. We heard about it last week.
Oh, I know. Would not fly nowadays, and so it's sometimes the past is just left in the past, right, Benny?
Well, sure. There's no sense in reliving the past unless it was fun.
Unless your statute of limitations is up.
These people got to think about, like, they're getting all romanticized. We're reincarnating a dire wolf. No, you're not. You're taking like 14% of a dire wolf DNA and making a super wolf. You're gonna make something that finishes at 200 plus pounds, stands nearly 5 feet at the shoulder, with the jaw strength to make a crocodile shiver. That thing is going to run rampant through the landscape and destroy the prey base, destroy the ecosystem. Your regular wolves that you like out there, they're going to be gone. Look at what a wolf does to it. Well, you know, these hippy dippy types do. You know, they're gonna
well,
they're gonna run.
don't
run
say
for
that
long.
with that hairstyle. Do not say that with that hairstyle.
It's all right. I know not everybody can go full head of hair, but it's fair enough. You know.
Hey, I made it to 50 with somewhat, so I'm good.
So Derek, do you have adrenaline?
Look at this guy.
Adrenaline?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Do you get amped up when you get on, because I would think that these wolves for a younger guy would be perfect for an adrenaline junkie. Just think if you got a big sharp knife and you climbed a tree and right above a trail, if you was to swamp down on one of those pigs and go to sticking him like these guys stick these feral hogs, you could become the next absolute hero on social media.
You guys hear a dog
Or
barking?
or we could just not have these piece of craps out on the landscape and eating my damn hounds and tearing through the prey base and destroying the ecosystem's delicate balance. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't care about social media. Y'all ain't never seen a dead critter on my Facebook or anything.
Oh, but I'm just saying,
We got to catch them first.
for the right adrenaline junkie, this is an opportunity.
Yeah, Tim Wells be out there spear hunting dire wolves in Wyoming.
I think the dumbest argument I ever hear is people saying the ecosystem, the animals will take care of themselves, and they'll just
Foolishness.
Yeah, we seen what happened in Yellowstone, right? When you let wolves take care of the ecosystem, what did we go from 30,000 elk to 900 or whatever the number is now? I don't even know what the number is now. It's not very high, though, right? Yeah.
Yellowstone?
Yeah.
Yeah, they went from like 25,000 to
Less than 5. Yeah.
1,500. Well, what happened was they reintroduced the wolves in 1994, 96. And then you had the winter in 98 where it snowed 20 feet. So now they had the wolves were just starting to get rolling, and they had a killing season all winter because, well, there's 20 feet of snow on the ground. Elk post hole through snow, wolves run on top. And that's when you get that picture of, what was it, like 30 or 40 elk strung out in a pasture. Was that year in 98? 98, 99.
I'm trying to download the picture of the
And they did
alligator.
mess up when they reintroduced wolves into Montana. They brought them in from frickin' British Columbia.
Well, I mean, just like we talked about with the deal with Colorado, like all these guys, these antis that love these animals and like really think of them as like a child or as a person. You literally just ripped that wolf out of its home environment, from its home pack, from everything. You drop it in a foreign land with other wolves that are from completely different areas that they just trapped here or there, and expect them to live and thrive and not have, this is not me, but not have trauma, not have all of this shit going on. You just drop them in this foreign piece of mountain range and say, hey, go live, versus leaving them where they were born, where they were raised, where they know familiar, where they've learned to thrive, and expect them to do it somewhere else. So they don't. They don't figure it out. So they take the easy target, which is livestock, because they're still getting used to learning. They're still getting used to all this, everything. What is that?
You're not gonna hear sound on this, and it's crooked because how I got sent.
Good Lord.
It won't. It's not an MP4, so it won't load onto my. That's good old boy Jeremy. Look at him, all dressed up.
That is a whole lot of no.
Right? It's like big. I mean, if you use that big, Dustin, you do it.
No, then he wants to pull his tail.
Think of how big he is.
I get
He's twice
that.
the size of us.
For you guys
I
that are
get
listening
that.
on a podcast, I'll probably download. Jeremy from Louisiana Hunting is dragging I'll say 15-foot alligator, since they can't see it. So
But
Oh,
still,
he's every bit
minus
twice
10 feet.
that.
Yeah,
no
at
offense.
least.
Like that thing grabs a hold of him. I don't care how big he is. That thing does a death roll.
That's
That tall old boy is going down.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
just
Imagine
be
me or
Mr.
you standing
Seacoast.
next to that monster thing. That
Mhm.
thing's as big as we are.
I just laugh because the cops aren't helping at all.
Me standing next to anything, I look like a baby. Like, let's be honest. Me standing next to Chris, I could be his
The
kid.
turkeys, or what are those? Ducks.
Yeah, those are turkeys,
They
domestic
are.
turkeys.
They're just like trying to check it out. So yes, Jeremy from Louisiana Hunting is roping an alligator by the mouth and dragging it through a yard away from a pool and a deck.
Oh, that's a swamp cowboy.
That is. Hey guys, do you guys want to handle this? No, call that Jeremy guy. He's always out in the woods.
Right.
Amos Evans. There you go. Jeremy the hero.
Yep.
There you go, Jeremy, as your 25 seconds of fame.
And Derek, you didn't see that and think, man, I could jump on that gator's back and pin him down and close his mouth for him.
Oh,
No, I ain't big enough for all that. I ain't no bigger than Dustin is. I can't be playing games like that.
I'm not either, but that's how I was always wired. Let's get on.
I don't know about wrestling a gator. I don't know.
no, I'm good, bud.
I might could be talked into it once upon a time, but I don't move so quick no more.
No.
Did
Oh
you
hell,
guys
you're
watch that
35.
video?
What do you mean? When did you slow down at 35?
You don't slow down at 35. You don't slow down till you're my age.
You got real hips? I don't.
That's the only
You get-
part
Well,
that's left. that's real,
if they're
yeah.
not real, they shouldn't hurt you. Like bionic.
Yeah. It's not the
Yeah.
hip, it's all the screws that hold it to everything else that don't feel so good. I get around all right for a cripple.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'd want to jump on that gator.
Yeah, I'm good.
No.
My opinion of doctors is that
Okay.
they try to remake something out of DNA and they're trying to play God. That's a fact. And what did they take? What did they take? What DNA did they take to do this?
Yeah, no kidding.
It
Well, I
didn't
think
work on that. Remember that sheep, Dolly, that sheep?
Yeah.
And Charmaine James tried to recreate her winning barrel horse, and it didn't work.
Nope.
It worked on them bulls though. They cloned some bulls a lot of times. It worked pretty good. Not quite as good as the original, but it worked out pretty well.
It's about being willing, most ain't. That's a fact.
That's right.
That's a fact.
You don't fight on the defense. Fight on the offense.
That's what I've been trying to say to all these hounds guys and dog guys. You know, I did that Howl podcast, and that's what I said. They said, we have to respond. I said, no, we have to be the ones who start it. The problem is they're always the ones that start it.
They
Always.
are. They like to pick a fight for sure.
I just asked someone, how many petitions have any of us put through? Any group?
Yep.
We need to.
We need to. I'm trying to. I'm not
It's
educated
coming.
on it. Mm-hmm.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Chris,
It's coming.
did you change your name?
He did.
What does
I
that
did.
say in the
I
corner?
don't even know why I put that. Where did that even come from? That's kind of weird.
Undercover.
Oh,
saying.
We want to play change the name, huh? Okay.
What's it say?
Time to get him off the moderator list. I was like, I didn't do that. I don't even know where it came from.
It's like when your kids get a hold of your cell phone.
Right. You're dang right.
Pretty creepy. They rewrite the DNA to match the original. Exactly. No Timberwolf DNA left, and a hound gave birth to them. I did see where they took the DNA and they kind of, tweaked it here and there, and that is scary stuff. That is really scary stuff. I don't think it's right. I think when you mess with Mother Nature, not just cloning, seeding the clouds, changing waterways, it's
Yeah.
just dangerous.
Man, in 100 years they'll have a thermostat for the outside. It's
I'm
crazy.
not saying that there's a God or anything, or there's paganism, whatever. But whatever you're messing with, Mother Nature is there. Period. No matter what religion you are, and when you start tweaking Mother Nature around, it's no good. Look at the Colorado River. It's no good.
Yeah.
They're gonna bring Jesus back.
Honestly, if they
Yeah.
could, they'd sure as hell try.
Oh yeah, they would. Oh man.
Somewhere, somehow, they think they had figured it out and would try for sure. Jared, are you still on the computer?
I'm researching this dire wolf stuff.
Dude,
Oh.
look at this. He found a
Man.
computer, and it is like a kid in.
Give him a
candy store.
computer,
I'll tell you
and now all of a
what.
sudden he's a nerd.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Sarah better watch out. He's going to be like one of them North Korean soldiers that got internet for the first time.
Right?
He's probably on there researching. How do I come back to my friends that make fun of me for chasing stuff I shouldn't?
Right? Jerks.
Oh,
The petition, because I have had people just be texting me. Like I said, the petition that they just put out, if you go to azwda.com, first page, go all the way down, it says petition. Click on that link, and it'll show you the 54 pages or whatever it is of absolute
Horseshit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say it's pretty. It's like a blast from the past. Have any of you kind of went through that at all? It's hard to go through.
it was hard to read. Like I read the whole thing, and I mean it's redundant at the most, but at the same point, like it really is. It's like stuff that they pulled from. I mean, I'll be honest. Before I was born. Like
No, it's the Jaguar stuff. It's from ancient times, and when you only have 8 Jaguars, and they bring up Macho B, who was killed by biologists. They bring up the hide that someone found and said hound hunters killed it. How do you know that? How you know that sucker didn't get speared by or knocked off a cliff or got in a fight with the mountain lion and or something? How do you know that thing wasn't 200 years old and just died?
Yeah, and that's the hard part is the people that see their stuff and that donate and believe it are uneducated and ignorant, not in a bad way, but they're just completely ignorant to all of the stuff that is out there to prove the facts and the stuff that they're saying that is not 100% true. It might be 20% true. It might be 10% true. It's got a little truth in it, but the rest of it is so skewed. But they don't take the time to educate themselves and the time to research it, that they're just like, oh, these guys put it out. I 100% believe it. I'm going to give them money and I'm going to back them versus the other way around, which is how we all should do. If you see something, you need to research it. You need to put the time in to weigh the pros and cons and to see what the research shows, what the data shows, and then make your decision. If you do all of that and still come to the same conclusion, good for you. I will have a conversation with you. But if you aren't willing to do that and you just do it off of emotion and you saw a picture and you think this is wrong, it's not worth the time to even talk to you because you're so uneducated and so emotionally based that you can't have an intelligent conversation about it.
You
And
know,
that's the biggest.
the problem is you mentioned the ignorance and without knowing everybody's ignorant, but the choice to remain ignorant is stupidity because all the information is out there.
Well, I mean, when you go through I got it up right now, a 2024 study that analyzed public perception on hunting black bears and mountain lions in Colorado. They're in Arizona, Colorado, which is a whole different demographics. They speak more English than half of our people here do. Found that a significant majority, 88.2% Colorado residents, disapprove of using dogs to hunt mountain lions. If that's true, how did they just not pass that? Right?
Because that study was done in a coffee shop in Boulder, I'd be willing to bet. So 80% of the 100 hippies that they asked said, absolutely, we agree with you. Hunting is bad. They didn't do it's not a real stat. That's all the people that are putting these things out are ignorant. That's the issue. They have no idea what they're talking about, but they know how to play the masses of other people who don't know what they're talking about.
Yep.
None of those antis were at that workshop. None of them were on any of those studies. None of them read any of the studies.
They had
watched any of the studies.
Group. Mountain Lion Foundation was there, and they asked a few questions. In 2023, the National Shooting Sports Foundation published a survey on American attitudes towards legal hunting and found the lowest support for hunting, 20% when high-tech gear is used. High-tech, like they're putting this in our Arizona petition, right? This is going in our Arizona petition.
They're twisting the words. They're saying high-tech gear when they did a survey on cell cameras, which a lot of people aren't a fan of, or drones to track your moose or caribou. Like that was nobody liked that. So it went away. But they use high-tech gear and they reference this study that nobody's going to read and try to take away our tracking collars. And it's no more than a safety device. They're just grabbing wherever they can grab.
I'm literally on the third page, and I'm just breezing through. Several states already prohibit the use of dogs while hunting bears and mountain lions as a contrary to principles of fair chase. Indeed, trophy hunters use of packs of dogs, often in conjunction with technology like GPS trackers and a network of satellites orbiting the earth to kill wildlife for little more than bragging rights, is unsportsmanlike.
See, they're insinuating the intention of the hunter. They're bastardizing the word trophy. They're just playing emotional games. It's not going to work at the Game and Fish. It's never going to work anywhere as long as we stick together. That's why everybody needs to show up. That's why we're doing this. Heck, I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to go to Game and Fish tomorrow. I'd like to go hunting tomorrow, but can't do that.
No one wants
or
to go
Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just I'm looking through it, and then let's just go down to their Jaguar stuff. It's ridiculous.
Absurd.
In 1996, what year is this? This is literally 30 years ago. 2 different Jaguars were inadvertently chased and treed by 2 different hunters using dog packs. One in the Advocacy Mountains and in southern Arizona near the border with New Mexico, and another, the Jaguar Macho B, in the Advocacy Mountains at the edge of the Tohono O'odham Nation. In 2006, hounds chased and treated another Jaguar named Border King by the hunter in the Animas Mountains in New Mexico. In 2011, hounds surrounded and treated the famous Jaguar El Jefe while hunters were targeting mountain lions in the Whetstone Mountains in southern Arizona.
And so what? So what?
Here's my favorite one. Dog pack interactions with Jaguars United States, 1996 to 24. 96, Pencil Mountains. 2001, Anacostia Mountains. None confirmed. Dog pack interaction, none confirmed. So they put this in here. Macho A, none confirmed. Macho B, pursued by lion hunter with dog pack. Pursued by a lion hunter. I doubt that they knew it was a Jaguar. 1996. Not detected in Advocacy, but again for roughly 11 years. So what they're insinuating, right? The outcome, not detected again after it's pursued, is that we ran it out of the country. Let me just say that. I'm no biologist, right? I'm no biologist. There are no lions there are no lions in why am I this not going away? That are residents of Arizona.
You're saying lions, you mean jaguars.
Or I mean jaguars. We sat there in a meeting in New Mexico, and we had a female lion leave New Mexico, go all the way up to Colorado, come out of Colorado and come back to where she was born almost, and said, nah, I'm gonna go over here. Went to the west of New Mexico. That's exactly what these jaguars do. If you took any jaguar biologist, I'm not talking these butterfly biologists or people who just love jaguars and have stuffed animals all over their room and whatever they do.
I have a dumb question. So,
waiting.
You know that Jaguar Yoko 2016 to 2008?
Yeah, it's a weird name. I know what you're talking about.
But reportedly found killed by a lion hunter in Sonora, Mexico.
But that was just the pelt.
Yeah.
Right?
Over
a lot of
ocelots have been pursued by packs of dogs.
And where was that killed?
Sonora, Mexico.
Sonora.
Not Sonora, Arizona.
No,
Yeah, what's that
Sonora,
got to do with
Mexico.
Sonora, Mexico. We have no business over there. If they want to kill lions, their jaguars or lions, whatever, that's their business. That's not our business.
They're just saying pursuit by pack. And then Jaguar abandoned the Chiricahuas and the Dos Cabezas. Preferred range for 6 months due to pack of dog presence in the area. Both locations have history of packs of dogs or jaguars being pursued by packs of dogs.
Did they have a conversation with the jaguar? Did they tell them why they moved away?
No.
It's ridiculous.
This is all assumption. This is all
it's
guesstimation.
speculation and tomfoolery. It's just absolute absurdity. There's no logical.
Cats don't leave ranges because dogs catch them. They don't.
I caught a female 3 times on the same mountaintop.
Yeah.
I mean, they just don't. They do not leave their house all because a dog chased them.
The problem is all these people on this petition have never even seen a lion, much less a jaguar outside of a zoo. And they're just making shit up out of the ether on their way back from Neverland, telling fantasy stories to try to get people upset. They don't know what they're talking about in the slightest.
So I'm trying to build a brochure to pass out to people. And I've been in touch with a lot of people, people who do things for a living, people who have hunted their whole lives. And she told me, she goes, emotional rhetoric. I don't like that. It's emotional manipulation. And that's what it is. So like that wolf, that AI picture of a wolf that got put on with blood on its side and a puppy laying next to it. It's AI, people. AI.
Just like those two leopards that they said were in Arizona. Those are leopards in India crossing the roads.
Yeah.
They weren't even jaguars.
Exactly.
But the people that put the crap out and the people that watch it don't know the difference. You could spray paint a mountain lion.
What?
Can we switch subjects yet?
No.
Jared's
we have to talk about this week. Next week, we're gonna. Nope, you can't talk about it enough. If you guys need emails, I got 2 superb emails I can send you that you guys can snag stuff out of it. I mean, they're great. They're absolutely great. So, but just send an email. You guys got to send emails. Jared hates talking about this stuff, but this week we have to talk about this stuff. Why? Because we need this. We need people to go to the. Oh, let me get rid of the comments.
I got you.
Oh, you just added it back.
I got you.
April 11th, guys. Take a screenshot of this. Let me get rid of the tickers too. Screenshot this. Send it around. You gotta go to. It's all over my Facebook. It's all over TikToks. It's all over everything.
Yep.
Screenshot this too. Send these guys an email. Say, hey, we support them. Whatever. We don't want this to happen. We want these antis to out of us. We want Russ McSpadden to leave us alone. We don't talk about any of them people doing yoga, which look up how many injuries in yoga, guys. I think we should have banned that. Listen up, guys. We're gonna draw for that book in a few minutes, probably at 7.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's 7:02.
guys-
You know what?
is it?
In
5 minutes.
Yeah.
I just said 5. Is it 7:02? I started.
It
late.
is.
sitting
5
in Warner
minutes. 5
Glenn's-
minutes. We're gonna do it in
sitting
5
in Warner
minutes.
Glenn's, I've been sitting in Warner Glenn's living room, and Warner has said, and I know he said it more than just this time he told me, if he had it to do all over again, he would never have taken pictures and published anything about that first Jaguar.
Do you think Jason
Okay.
Miller? I had a guy call me today, say I talked to Jason Miller, and he wanted Jason Miller to give him an average of how many lines. And Jason Miller has said that this is secondhand, guys. I'm not sure if it's true, but he's supposed to get it. Has said he's seen more lions than ever. More lions than ever. In the
Where
last down south. He's all down south Arizona, Huachuca,
He
all over the
covers,
place.
he covers from Sassabee pretty much the New Mexico border.
He didn't buy a
Uh-oh.
hunt license this year. I believe that's what I seen him post.
He hasn't bought a hunt license for the last 3 years.
Well, he
He
said
quit hunting.
since they got rid of the trail cameras, he
Yep.
says he don't want to be accused of nothing, and he'd rather do pictures. It's a great thing. It's absolutely phenomenal that you can see a jaguar and we know it's there. There ain't no houndsman. There ain't no hunter unless you're a complete dumb idiot that's going to shoot one.
Well,
I mean,
that's
if
why
you
we
shoot
put that
one, you should be tar and
$5,000
feathered.
bounty on.
What is it?
That's why you put that $5,000 bounty
Yeah.
on.
And 5,000 is nothing. I'm going to hit some bigger corporations. And I want people to chip in. I'd love to see that at 20,000 sitting in
Yeah.
an account, you know? So we don't want to shoot. Do I want a tree and shoot one and take a picture? I think if you tree one, you should take pictures and you should call. There's a number on page 50 of the Arizona Game and Fish regulations, hunting regulations of 2425, not 2526. That has a number. If you do encounter one, tree one, whatever, you call a number.
But
And
they're
there's no
looking for
reason. There's no reason that there's state biology for those people who got schooled, and then there's boots on the ground biology, and that's us houndsmen
Well,
that tree things
Yeah.
all the time.
our Arizona mountain lion biologist, though, is probably the best in the U.S.
He writes the books, his
Yeah.
protocol.
I mean-
It's all policy.
He's 360 days a year out.
Mm-hmm.
He does not have a life.
I'd like to see who outwalks who, you or him.
Dude, he'll outwalk me. He will
Yeah.
outwalk me.
But-
Yeah.
when it comes to these Jaguars, guys, they're looking for, if they can prove that there is a female Jaguar in the state of Arizona, all hound hunting ceases.
I would
down there.
absolutely 100% bet any amount of money or anything I have that even if a female jaguar came in here, they would not cub here. This is not. I bet you if we got hold of,
Not home.
I bet you if we got hold of Tony Rivera, right? Rivera.
Yeah, Tony
I
Rivera.
bet you if you took and he told you what the demographics, the habitat, the environment of a jaguar was of a female, there is nothing in Arizona that would sustain a female jaguar to have kittens.
If
No,
you,
you're right.
if you
that's
tranquilize
not
a female and dumped her in the Huachucas, she would be back in Mexico in a week and a half.
But,
Oh
but
yeah,
they don't
dude,
care
a long
about that.
time.
It's about their agenda, guys. And their agenda is to get rid of the dogs. And so they can say that the dogs are harassing the jaguar. And so far, the only jaguars that they know of have been males. But the first time that they can prove that there was a female, then they'll label this deal as critical habitat. And they'll say that there's a female to join the males. And that therefore there will be a breeding pair, even though it's fictitious and it's all made
Mhm.
up. It's about the agenda. And that's one reason that Warner Glenn said that he wishes he had never shared those pictures.
Oh, Jason Miller probably should have only shared them with the Arizona Game and Fish Department.
Donnie
If
Finn
he-
down
if-
there caught a
if-
jaguar too.
Who did?
Yeah, he caught it in 2011.
Yeah,
In the
Donnie
Whetstones.
Finn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Where was that
in
at?
the Whetstones. Whetstones.
How far is that off the border?
Shoot, it's a ways. I mean, it's straight almost. It's right next to Benson.
There's a female lion that left New Mexico, traveled 1,000 miles, went into Colorado and back down. A female, not a male, female.
Yeah. Well, it's just like those South Dakota, those 3-year-old Toms in South Dakota that get hit by a car in New Hampshire or Connecticut, or
Connecticut.
that female that had a kitten in Michigan.
I think
cats just wander. It's what they do.
And they can have whatever agenda they want. They're going to say whatever they want. They're going to twist whatever they want to twist. It doesn't matter. As long as we show up and we fight them, they won't beat us. Nobody's ever lost while they were standing there defending themselves. Especially not in a place like Arizona. Like, our Game and Fish Commission ain't stupid. We got friends in the state house. As long as we keep fighting the good fight, we can beat them.
We got friends,
But
and
we
got friends down in their little circle.
We do, but we can't bury our heads in the sand. We can't do one of these and pretend nothing's happening. We got to get out and we got to get after it. And we got to be high. We got to be high visibility, and we got to command the narrative. If they control the narrative, that's how we lose. If we control the narrative, then their lies sound like lies.
I'm trying to catch up. Our GPS track collars are on. Let me see. That's not true, is it? Is that true? Well, I can tell you. I can tell you. No, I can tell you though. You can pick up. There's a way to use a ham radio to pick up a Garmin signal. It's very confusing. I'm not that smart, but I know somebody who is. Oh, he already said that. Howdy, everyone. Randy Riggs. Jaguars aren't from the States, just like the Canada Lynx. Not Canadian, Canada. Did I sound smart right there? Who's Jack? I don't know. Who's Jack? Who's Robert?
Oh, that's in reference to Madison's comment about Google doesn't know Jack.
Oh. I don't get this one either. Which way is commenting? Wayne the Hound? What doesn't say what time? Is that what is that?
Probably
you can watch
the fishing game
the
meeting,
game
which is
starts at 8. Supposed to start at
7
yeah, you should be there at 7 o'clock so we can line all of our dog boxes. That's what I was going to go into. You got the culture of people like us, the heathens, the murderers, the kill everything, the beat our dog people that are going to be lined up. And if you have 30 dog trucks lined up, bring your dog truck. If you have 30 dog trucks lined up, backed up into those parking lots, these people aren't confrontational. That's why they always say there's going to be a bunch of people there. And all the meetings I've been to, they're going to have 100. I show up and there's 6. There's 10.
And they don't say a word.
But I can tell you the Game and Fish they know it's tradition. In the last, I think January, one of the commissioners reminded us about the cave that's 10 billion years old that had dogs in it. The paintings had dogs in it. How much more traditional can you get? The Center for Biological Diversity says we support traditional hunting.
And I brought that up in December at the Game and Fish too. Or I brought it up at the State House. Like, they say they support it. We are traditional. It is the single oldest human field sport that we still practice. Over 20,000 years, man and dog. That is as traditional as it gets.
Anderson. Anderson, funny tonight.
I saw that one. That was my favorite.
That's true, though.
Yeah, that's why Jared's been on the computer tonight.
That's right. No, I'm reading this stuff. It's U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service's Jaguar Recovery Plan, 2018.
If you want to really educate yourself, type in Macho B or type in El Jefe and just start reading
the Jaguar stuff.
the stuff.
It's
and but there's not hundreds of them.
No.
There's hundreds of articles on one. Let's draw. I want to draw.
Let's do it. You're 12 minutes late.
That's
Yeah.
all right. Let me
12 minutes.
Let me pull up my deal here. I got
No,
numbers.
I got left out.
What a jerk.
You got left out? No, I put you in.
All right.
Well, I don't remember if I got in or not, Dustin. But if I got in, I'll give you. If I win it, I'll give you the book.
I'd give it to Jared, but I know
Wait,
it.
did you buy some tickets?
I have way cooler books. I read these books all the time.
I don't know.
Derek, did you buy any tickets,
No.
Derek?
You read?
I don't remember if I did.
I don't
or
think
not.
you
I've been
have.
broke, so probably not.
Do you want to buy some?
I ain't got no money. I can't buy it. I got like $4, but
See,
Dude, those are Sarah's.
no,
Don't
those
even
are
say
mine.
it.
They say Sarah right here, Sarah Fisher.
Hey,
No,
I know.
you guys-
Hey,
I am gonna hand
I know-
deliver these to Sarah.
I know those are hound books, but I
Warner
guarantee
Glenn.
you, Sarah lays next to you and reads them in bed.
Reads them to Derek like a bedtime story. Tucks them in.
Hell, that one that you got in your hand is an old one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she does.
This is the Warner Glenn one. And then
That's good reading.
Ben Lilly.
No, that's not Ben Lilly.
Isn't it? No, this is Wiley Carroll's.
Dad blasted. If you can't read, give the book away.
Give it back to Sarah.
Sorry.
she
I
reads.
thought I-
She reads
Give
it
it back
I
to
too.
Sarah.
grabbed this one. I thought I grabbed that one. And then she just bought me this one. And then this one is super cool.
That's a good
I'm
one.
gonna
It's stamped
bastard.
1948.
That's a good
Man.
one.
I ain't got
Oh.
nothing in the physical copy. I just got digital books of most of all I got.
Yeah, property of the U.S. Navy.
I'll tell you what, she sure earned her degree in special education.
She sure gets her tax write-off for it.
Right?
Gosh dang it! Why don't
Nah, good for you. Honestly, that's a book collection most guys don't have. So
text me your?
Dude, that North
me your
American
email.
lion hunting book is super cool.
it really is.
Dustin,
Like,
text me your email.
there's
Real quick.
a-
I'm gonna send you this.
Text
took
me. Want me to text
Yeah.
you my email?
Well, unless you want to tell me. I don't know why it's not pulling up.
Hey, you need to go get Soul Among Lions. Have you got that one?
I don't have that one.
You
I'll
just
get that one.
jump right over to Hillsboro and go see him at his house, and he'll sign it for you.
Okay. You know, I didn't know this, but you might know him, Benny. Jack Childs.
Yeah,
He's right down the road from me
yeah.
on the other side of the mountain, but. And then. But one of those, I think it's the North American lion hunting book. It's this interviewer went out on a walk with Ben Lilly, and they found a deer kill, and Ben just cut the leg off the deer kill and brought it back to camp and cooked it.
Well, I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
I
was
believe
before.
that.
That was before antibacterial hand wash.
Yep.
I still do that today. What are you talking about?
Nah, Chris will can it for 11 years and then feed it.
Damn
to you.
right.
Yeah.
Damn right I will. Oh, you bastard.
Chris is having more technical difficulties.
Oh, I'm trying to type fast. I couldn't do this earlier. I'm sending you the list with the numbers. That way no one thinks I'm cheating. So I'll call out the number and then you can look it up and see
Oh,
If
what
you're
I
having
did.
trouble getting around your computer, you may get Jared to help you tonight.
Yeah, maybe.
Right. I'm learning.
He's like a kid in a He's like a kid in a candy store tonight, huh, Benny? He's all smiles.
I am.
Yeah.
Give it a couple weeks, Jared will be the official IT guy for the AZWA.
You bet. I've not, dude. Honest to God, I haven't used a computer in so long. This is wild. Sarah never lets me touch her computer.
Well, probably for a good reason. She doesn't want viruses.
And I just left all 100 balls in there because I'm not digging out 60, however many's in there. 67.
Six. Well, then no. There's more than 60
I'm looking.
because Jared bought like 40 spots.
There's 76. 76.
Dang it.
There's 76. I know.
Jared got like half of them.
Now, if anybody wants an entrance, I'll give you. You have to do it right now, but you have to be quick because I'm about to spin this bad boy. And you have to Zell. Let me make sure I don't got anybody in here.
You said you emailed that to me?
I did. It's a PDF. Let me make sure I did the right address here. Oops. Cold. Make sure I wrote it down.
Should be coldstrikegear@gmail.com.
Yeah, I sent it.
All right.
It's a PDF.
I don't have it yet.
coldstrikegear@gmail.com. Mm-hmm. Well, as long as you have it. Maybe we should start doing $5 bets on who's gonna win.
There you go.
Like
now we gotta
50-50.
We gotta have the license for that though, I think.
It's a 50-50 raffle. That's what they call it.
Oh, there we go. There you go. Get that loophole.
We could have a Calcutta, same kind of deal.
You haven't got it yet?
Nope.
Gosh dang it. Well, you have it. That way I can't cheat anyways.
That's all right. We'll figure it out.
Well, you have it. All right.
Wayne says he's going to win the book. So if Wayne wins the book and he lets his daughter read it, it's going to get worse.
Well, he bought it in her name. So she's going to win the book.
She needs that book. That'll be good for her.
He's already got it bad enough. You guys don't know how bad this gal's got.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I feel sorry for Wayne. Now, if it's a number that's not on there.
Wayne's going to have to quit hunting bears and coons and coyotes and possums and everything else because his daughter's going to be hardcore.
76 is the last number. So if it's after 76, we'll redo it. I love my little deal. 42. Can you see it?
Is that like N42?
N42. 42. Did you guys see it?
Yeah.
42 is. I got to go back down and open it up. 42 is.
Robert Chase.
Jared Fay. Undercover guy.
Yep.
Damn son of a no good for nothing.
You kidding me?
He's disqualified for being game and fish.
That's a win for the department. Yeah.
Damn it, Jared Fay. I don't know if he's on or not. He probably is. Undercover guys like to just stay in the getting more
is Roy
people to
Q
buy
out
things.
there tonight?
Roy Q. He was on here last week. I wish he was.
Yeah, I haven't seen him tonight.
Now we're probably not going to do many raffles left besides raising money for Addison's dog. So hopefully it all goes good. The guy There's a lot of little confusion here and there. I'm going to call the guy, make sure it's up. But he's keeping the dog, and he's going to try to get it tuned back up in the next couple months. The Long Walkers.
Oh,
Benny's Little Friend needs the book by Jerry A. Lewis. I think it's called The Long Walkers.
There's a documentary out with Jerry Lewis on YouTube called Long Walkers. It's like an hour and a half.
Yep. It's a good one.
It is.
Me text undercover guy, which is under my phone is undercover guy. I have his dad's number too, and it says undercover's dad. I'm not gonna lie. I think he put more money. He put more money in than he could have bought the book for.
Oh yeah.
But maybe I'll have Jason send it to me and forget to bring it to him for a while till I'm done reading it.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be there on.
Yeah, he'll
Friday.
be there on Friday.
Yeah, he'll be there. He lives right there, close.
He lives down by me.
He works
Yeah,
down
He's got a
by
house. He's got a house in Peoria, right?
you. He lives
But
in
he
New
campers
River.
down on the lake.
Yeah, he's
He-
right
he
there at
lives
New
in-
River.
He lives in New River and works down there.
Yep.
So Dustin, you live out there close. Have you eaten over there? Richard Fight took me to lunch over there at what is it, Wild Horses? Something like
Yeah.
that.
That is right close to my house. Less than 5 minutes, Benny. Yep. Good old diner with a sweet, good burger.
100 years ago, that was a biker bar out in the middle of the desert.
I believe it because it sure looks like one still.
You know what we might do? We might have enough money that we might take some of this and buy her some books. So we'll
That'd be
get that
pretty
list
cool.
together. So now, if you guys, we need $1,500. We hadn't had a big response. I haven't pushed it a lot. It's just now April. We're going to run it to the end of April. We do have some equipment already. We are going to order some other stuff. She's going to have a big package. I was hoping they were going to move here, but they're delayed on coming here till maybe May. So we have the month. It'd be nice to get it all together. But the $1,500 the guy wants, he don't want money. He wants $1,500 to go to AWDA. Plain and simple. Look at that. Robert's just donating to be a good guy. Bought a copy in Winston. Well, good. You can donate it. You can donate it to Madison. Addison. Did someone say Addison?
You did.
You did.
You did.
Did I?
Yeah.
I didn't say Addison. I said Madison. I probably
No,
could.
You said Addison.
I don't remember
You
saying
did.
Addison. Listen, I mumble, so I probably sounded like I said Madison.
Oh,
or
that's
Addison.
that ASWR or ASQR or something.
ASMR. That's
Yeah,
what it
that's
was.
it.
Something hit the. So, if you guys want to donate to get her the dog, let me see what we got here. No, you said Addison. I know my name when I hear it. Listen here. You guys listen here to him. I talk fast. I don't even remember saying your name. I'll be honest with you. I was just talking. Jared, do you have Jack Child's book on Jaguars?
No, I don't.
Oh,
My
I bet-
buddy, I'm gonna go to Jack's once my buddy gets some free time. He's gonna introduce me to Jack because he only lives like half hour away from me.
So
Yeah,
how
when
come
I'm
you just
down
don't
here.
go over to the house and knock on the door?
Because I'm shy.
Oh, well then have Sarah do it.
Yep. See, I'm gonna have to do that.
Just
He's
take
better
her
at that
with
stuff than I am.
you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because yeah, he
There you go.
lives. I mean, shoot, he ain't too far from me.
Well, there you go, Jared. It's all you now. What do you want to talk about? We talked about April 11th. People need to show up or email your commission.
Yep.
I already put up the commission. How many people have 159? I'll throw them up here real quick. Emails. Take a screenshot. Get rid of comments here. Take a screenshot of this email. If you guys need an email, I'll send you a couple and you can pull bits and pieces out of it and plagiarize. Jared, do you want me to come and knock on his door?
Yes. I'm not good at meeting people. I get nervous.
Hey, Jack Childs would appreciate that video of you dragging that gator around. So you just go over there, Jeremy, and take Jared with you.
Make sure you hold his hand so you don't get scared.
Yep.
Yeah, he'll hide in the truck unless you make him aware.
Kind of look out from the side.
Just peeking out the window glass. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Chris, tell everybody one more time about this dog.
Yeah.
His name's Ringo.
Yep.
Shoot, didn't you guys have the Roy Q on last week?
Yeah, he was there, but he didn't have anything to say in the comments.
Oh, did I? Let me talk about last week. Wednesday, I wasn't here. I went to the Phoenix Predator Calling
Varmint.
Incorporated.
Phoenix Varmint Callers.
Mm-hmm. Basically, is what it is. Phoenix Predator Calling, and just spoke about lions, like habitat, and a lot of those guys were like, "How do we call them in?" And I said, "Man, you guys do call them in, just like bobcats." And I was kind of amazed because in the old days, I just used a mouth call. I just used a hand call, or I used my own voice and called them in. Now they got all Fox Pros, and they're saying that using these electronic callers are PhD in the dogs, making them smart, and it's having a hard time calling in.
Lions.
Yeah.
Dogs.
Well, coyotes.
Okay.
Coyotes. They don't call lions. They call coyotes. I call them dogs. We go
lions though.
kill dogs, but no, I'm talking about the dogs.
Gotcha.
Like the coyotes. Sorry.
Yep.
So they're having a hard time because the coyotes are getting smarter. But lions, I said, probably more than 30% of the time you call, you probably call in a lion if you're in lion country. I said, they don't come running in all the time like a coyote. Either do bobcat. Some bobcat are sneaky. And I said, I've always carried binoculars. And when I'm done with a set, a stand, I'll binoc every glass around me. I said, man, you'd be surprised what's sitting there. Coyotes, cats will just sit there through a bush and look at you. And I said, you won't even know it's a cat. I told him a story where I was on a canal. I was sitting off a canal, and I know there's cats on the other side. And I got up and I said, is that a cat? Is that a bobcat right there? And it was perfectly still, and it was far enough away. I didn't have my binoculars at that time, and I had my 6.5. I think it's a stick. So I said, well, I'm going to shoot at it anyways. And I shot, and it didn't even move. I'm like, man, that's just a stick. I'm stupid. And I'm walked to my truck, and I look over again, and I see it's the air flicker. I said, oh, damn, that's a cat. And then I took my time and had shot that cat. But they'll just sit there and watch you. Coyotes are a little bit stupider. In this time of year, you got all those young dogs, and they'll come running in. So, yep. It was a good time. I didn't think I could, I just got up and started talking. I was kind of worried about it, but I just said, hey, this is who I am. It's what I do. They don't call us lion hunters for no reason, basically. And then I didn't know they were recording it. I didn't know it was live. I guess it was live too. So not only did I probably sound stupid, I sounded stupid to even more people than that were there. But I guess you kind of get used to public speaking, and you just kind of talk about what you know. It's a lot different than talking in front of the commission. But really, like when you go to talk in front of the commission, you should just talk normal, like you're talking to a buddy. Because I can tell you, a lot of the commissioners are hunters. The director is a good guy. He'll listen. All them people want to listen. They're in the game and fish department for a reason. And then I get I've gotten a lot of negative stuff when you post something and you get people that say it don't matter. The commission don't matter. And I've been kind of quiet and just trying to be cool about stuff because you're representing, but I'm kind of tired of that. And I'm kind of tired of uneducated people. When they get on there and say, whatever you do don't matter, having an organization don't matter. I said, well, did you start one? How do you know? Do you even know the commissioners? Because I know the commissioners and I know the director. I said, And because being involved as directors, commissioners, representatives in the state level, you don't know what you're talking about. I can tell you right now, you don't know what you're talking about. So unless you did it and it didn't work, either you did it wrong or it didn't work. I'm probably doing it wrong, but I'm just going to keep going. We did it right enough to get 101 members, and we've done it right enough to help people out. You know, we've done it right enough to educate ourselves. So what is Derek doing here? Is he going night-night?
I don't know. We're
He's-
going from mafia boss to
I know.
slicked
He's
off
got
in a
everything
white.
going on but a stripper's pole.
Yeah.
If he puts on a
just saying.
wife beater, we're in trouble.
No, I had this on underneath of my regular clothes, my work clothes. I was gonna feed my dogs, but they're yelling. I had to get out. I'm like, I was sweating. I'm outside, boys. It's 90 degrees out here. I'm dying. I had to get out of them damn clothes. And I was gonna feed my dogs, but they're too fucking loud in there.
I don't mean to brag, but it's, what is it here? It says 69 degrees, 65 degrees, but it's supposed to get down to 38 tonight.
I'm living the wrong geographic location, boys. I'm not built for this.
Time to move.
Anything over 100 sucks.
Why do you think
The
Jared's cheeks are always red?
The thing about being down there in 100 degrees or 120 is if you go in the shade, it's still 120. When you come up here at 6,000 feet and it's 100 degrees, you go in the shade and it's 80. You can lay in the shade and take a nap up here. Down there, you're doomed.
I don't have
Yeah.
cold water in the summer.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah, me neither.
Mm.
It's
Nope.
barely passable as water anytime when it comes out of this
Everything
tap.
is lukewarm.
Oh, yeah. You
Everything
can't
is
even
lukewarm.
turn the shower cold enough down there half time.
No, everything's
else?
lukewarm come summertime.
All right. We got all that out of our system, right? Is there anything else?
Yep.
Jared don't want to talk about.
Well, we can still. It's okay.
Robert bragging. 29 here low of 22 tonight. He's at 10,000 feet.
Yeah, he's up pretty high.
Yeah. It was like
You
40
said
degrees
Jeremiah.
for a low.
Jeremiah Flaw. He's a funny guy too. We raised money for Colorado.
We did.
Yep.
And we weren't
Like-
even nothing then, you know.
No, there's
Good,
like
good little chunk too, wasn't it?
there's like 50 of us there.
Yeah, it was, what is it, $11,000 or something, and Cody matched it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Run mine hard for $100. You write this down, I forget. Dog's name is Ringo, by the way. The dog. What do you know about it, Benny? I think did you talk to the guy?
No, I
No.
wanted to talk to the guy, and I've decided I'm not going to talk to the guy. I would like to I would like to go to Capitan. They've got a pizza joint there, Che Palais or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious pizza, and I would like to buy Roy Q some lunch and sit down and talk to him. He's where the dog came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the breeding on the dog has there's a guy up there named Jim Bob that flies under the radar. That's as good as there is. Last I knew, he was hunting the ROs over there by Prescott. It has, who else has it got? Oh, it's got Brett's buddy over there. Crap, I can't think of his name right now. The Army Ranger.
Oh, Mike Roots.
Yeah, it's got Mike Root's bloodlines in it. It's got Jim Farmer's bloodlines in it. And everybody that I saw in there, it's the right kind of bloodlines. And this dog, you got a picture, right, of the dog, or did Wayne get a picture of the dog?
No, I got
Treeing a
pictures.
lion.
Did I load it yet? I thought I did. I did not load it.
But, you
I
know,
swear last week we had a picture of the papers, but I can't remember.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Chris
somebody
might
did.
have to find it, but I'm pretty
I'll
sure
have to
we
send it.
did.
And so, you know, the dog's the right kind of deal. It's a little bit nip and tuck to have next year it'll be a 9-year-old dog during hunting season, and Madison's just gonna have a pup. So there's got to be some other things, but I'm working on some other things. Hopefully, we can come up with a dog 2 or 3 years old that'll take in there and pick up some slack. But you can't get this caliber of a dog for $1,500, guys.
Be fine. He did send me pictures.
Yeah, I thought I had it last week. I put it up, but
Let me see if I have it on my computer. I might have downloaded it on my computer. I'm not all fancy like Brett, and it's all tied together. Madison. I do. I think I can put it up. Hang on. I can do it this easy way here. Present image. Where we at? Where you at, Madison? Not Addison. Madison. It's that red.
Red dog. Yeah. It's that red and white dog.
Looks pretty good.
I got more.
Shoot. I'm not gonna jinx it.
I swear last week we had a picture of the papers, right, Benny?
Yes.
I think I have them too.
Yeah, because I can remember it. On the far side of it, the dogs didn't have names. It was just a certain so and so's male, certain so and so's
See, that's
female.
showing the dog. Look at the muzzle. That's showing the dog's age.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Still got a good top line on him at that age, though. That's not a bad looking dog, yeah.
Hey, if you got a dog that'll take a track and take your pups along with it, I think you're pretty good. Okay, let me see if I have. Oh, I gotta delete all this crap. Let me see if I have the papers. Thought I did on here. I don't. It's probably on my phone.
Tim B, the dog was that red and white red tick dog that was in those pictures.
Okay, let me. I will send them to my. If I can find it. It'd be a good trainer pup.
Oh, definitely.
Or trainer dog. There it is. Done. Send. All right. Let me retrieve it. There it is. Getting a little faster on this stuff. Save as.
Yeah, he's learning after.
I know.
A couple of years.
Months,
2 years.
Yeah.
Derek, where do you live?
Derek's down in Santan, right?
Yeah, I live in Santan Valley.
There we go. That's right.
So Dan C is the guy that has the dog. Jim Bob, he's as good a lion hunter as there is out there. Mike Root speaks for himself.
Yep.
Stella from Steve Galentine and Samson, that Dean Lyman. I think that Samson probably goes back to some of Steve Galentine's Nance Walker stuff. And
So
Stella is Boone Shockley, male and female. So that's Steve Galentine bought all of Boone Shockley stock, and they were black and tan, real gritty bear dogs. And so they crossed the Boone Shockley to those Walker dogs and came out with high tans. And the high tans were extremely good lion dogs.
So and you probably could correct me if I'm wrong, Benny, but the Samson dog is a registered walker that was a heck of a sire that they
Yes.
did they did
Yes.
breed a lot of pups out of. It was back when they had that Samson, and then they had the Topper again sire as well. They were both
Yes.
Nance bred dogs, but from what I
Yes.
understand and my history on it, Samson
Yeah.
definitely threw definitely a little bit better pups, but they were both very, very nice dogs when it comes to the Nance Walker lines. And they did breed him a lot because of the pups he threw, because he was a consistent producer.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard that
See.
name a lot.
See, where's my
Now, there was a little bit of miscommunication so far. I don't know that he was going to actually have this dog cut because he had tried to breed with some females and maybe it didn't work. And then I heard he's not going to have it cut. I will verify that tomorrow. I tried today, but I got a PI call. I had to go put up some cameras, which was only supposed to take me 10 minutes, but took me 3 hours. So I'll find out about that. And if I don't think he's in a hurry to get it out of his yard. Benny already kind of offered to take it if he had to. So, and he's only a couple hours from there.
yeah.
But we still need the $1,500. And I don't know what he's going to do. I know we can get it. I don't know how fast we can get it, but that's what I'm going to push for the next 3 weeks. Is that I've been kind of trying to push this agenda meeting, the Game and Fish. I believe in what I've took out of it, and I think what they need is for that parking lot to be full of dog boxes. Period.
Yeah.
And they need they need that room to be full of all elk hunters, duck hunters. You know, I had a duck hunter actually ask me some stuff. You're doing something. What are you doing dirty over there? What are you doing?
Nothing.
You're doing something wrong. I can tell already. And it must be with Jared. So
I just got a message from one of our watchers, and he said Centerfire Samson, and that's right, because I'm looking at my paperwork right here.
Yep.
For one of those dogs that came out of that deal.
That was his
Centerfire
registered
Samson.
registered
That's
name,
his
right,
registered
Benny?
name. Yes. Yep. Centerfire Samson. And Jim Kincaid out of California has a bunch of the stuff in there too. He also has a bunch of those Nance Walkers. But I know that the Boone Shockley stuff were black and tan bear dogs, and they were gritty as gritty could get.
reading comments here. So that's our goal. That's our goal for is this month is to try to get. We've gotten a big response to Madison as far as getting her gear. I think we're getting pretty good. So anything that comes in is going to go to the dog. So, yeah. And I have to see. And I've had people say, "Let me know what it's going to be if I have to cover the rest." But I want to. We have 100 people. We have 101. You know, literally, if everybody gave what $15, we'd have $1,500.
That would do it.
And most people have given. We hadn't had a big response because we haven't pushed it, and I think we're at with Wayne's. You write Wayne down here.
You're about a third of the way there.
Let me see. Wait, let me put his in real quick. Oh, you. And Richard Dickerson sent some money. He told me what he sent. I haven't opened the envelope. I just got home. He told me he's going to send 100. So if he sent 100, I mean, 550. We're at 550
on the dog.
Yeah, just on the dog. And I mean, we could probably take some of the Madison money and put it towards it after we get all the gear we need to get. So we do need to get together, find out what gear. If Benny's little friend wants to text me anything she thinks she might need as well, she'll be on her way to ruining her dad's life, trying to find her every day in the woods.
Good for her.
I feel bad for when she gets her driver's license.
We need to get Wayne a quick track so he can just put a collar on her pack and he can find her.
That's what that inReach is for.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, I got a little magnetic thing that sticks on vehicles that lasts about a month and a half before you recharge it, depending on how much it's driving. I've had them last 3 months. So, good night, folks. I guess it's getting to be that time.
About there.
So,
Yes.
anything else, guys? We went over the game and fish thing. April 11th, show up. We didn't get to tell too many stories tonight. Next week will be different.
Yeah. Yeah, tonight was definitely a little more serious, which it needs to be. I mean, definitely.
You won't know they're there. We're going to find out where you're catching all those lines. So, I better stick it on a Chevy truck. That way when you break down, we know where to come get you. So, other than that, that's kind of the important stuff this week. Share, because I still get people. I had a guy call me today and say, "Oh, I didn't even know what's going on."
Yep,
crazy.
You know, he says he says, "Oh, I'm not an anti-activist. He had got hold of me and I called him. I said, I don't care if you are an anti-activist. I don't care if you are an anti-hunter. I'll tell you exactly what's going on." So those guys are stupid, and if you're one of them, you're stupid with them. Said other than that, you could show up, but he's part of the ATA, the Arizona Trapping Association. So,
okay.
You know, and he said, "Oh, I know, people just get hold of you and you might have some people infiltrating your thing." I said, "You don't think we got people infiltrating theirs? We got people that work down there inside their building." So it's just like, whatever. We could play this all day long back and forth.
Yep.
But I really do have to thank you guys again. I really do appreciate a lot of everything you're doing for me is amazing. We need somebody to catch Jared a lion.
That's right.
And then next month, we sponsor another one. I do have someone that called me and said he has a 9-year-old that just wants to hound hunt real bad. It's his nephew. He hound hunts. His dad's a rancher. He uses dogs for cattle. But this kid, he's like, he wants to hound hunt. So we'll throw that one around and see what's up.
That's a cool deal. Yeah, for sure.
Yep. And that's kind of where we're going with this is the youth is what's important. And if we can get them off of the iPads and the phones, and those are your future. Those are the guys that are gonna take our place and go to the game and fish offices.
Oh, exactly. I mean,
those are the. And
they're who we're fighting for. Because let's be honest, these guys get it passed through. We still have a little bit of our years left, but it's the youth that we're truly fighting for. It's my kids that I fight for.
Yeah.
And I see the petitioner. I see the petitioner has a kid, whether it's his kid or nephew, whatever. And, you think that kid's going to grow up and be a hunter? He's going to grow up and go after the same thing the petitioner is going to go after. They're grooming just like we're grooming. We want our kids to grow up and be hunters.
But you know what? That's probably the strongest push that I've seen for us to be more vocal, because we can influence even them. Like the sons of Nazis didn't grow up and be Nazis. You know what I mean? Because they saw that it wasn't right. So
Yeah.
if we can shine a big enough light on how foolish that entire side is, we can take their own future from them. Because it's the most natural, exhilarating, fulfilling thing in the world to follow a dog that you have a relationship with and catch game in the game's backyard. Like that's I never heard of nobody doing it that didn't like it. Unless they hunt with Jared and he walked him 700 miles over 12 mountains.
Yeah. Like Jeremy.
You know what I mean?
Jeremy don't want nothing to do with it no more now.
I don't want to. I don't want to watch.
Listen, Jared is like, I'm getting some livestock.
Oh, he's
I'm over it.
thinking hard. He's been texting me. He's thinking hard.
Yeah.
I tell you what's
I got
really.
a buddy.
Go ahead and tell your story. I'm gonna upload something real quick.
He's an Indian, so he's got Mustangs. And dude, I've been on them in Nevada. They're awesome. But they're like mules.
Yep.
If they're the right one.
Yeah, for
if
sure.
If they're not, then you just rather walk.
That's everything. I mean, if you get a bad horse that's stupid.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had a good horse for 22 years. It came off. I bought it for $600 at an auction, and that thing came off a racetrack. The problem is it scooted out of a 2-horse trailer, his feet went under it, cut up his knees. So they got rid of him. But I tell you, he never missed a step with me. He was a big 16-hand horse. His name was Ike. He beat me as much as I beat him. I'm not going to lie. He would take the top of his head and hit the top, like his jaw under his chin, hit the top of my head, almost knocked me out to the point where I turned around and punched him back. And we both stood there like we were stupid. It was a love-hate relationship. I got home, went to feed. It was a little bit dark. I seen some shiny coming down his leg. Little stick like this sticking out of his knee. I grabbed a pair of channel locks and I grabbed that. And when he yanked his foot back, that thing was this long, stuck to his knee. Came home his throat's cut. I mean, bleeding everywhere. Another time, he was just my problem child. He was just my problem child. But I tell you what, when we went riding. That horse never missed a step, rolled over on me a couple times, almost broke my leg a couple times, but we went and stuff. And I never had to, did Benny disappear on us?
Yeah. He said goodbye.
No,
in the chat.
He never missed a step with me. He did what I needed him to do. Was he perfect? No. Oh my gosh, dang. 22 years. And when he went away, I had to ride my res pony, and it's a big difference jumping off a horse that breaks your pelvis every time you get on him to getting on a horse you can touch your heels on under her. But she's a res pony, and I can put anybody on her right now. Anybody. My boy goes out and saddles her up and don't saddle right. That saddle just falls off. So half the time he puts it on, and she just put anybody on her and she goes. Navajo res pony has the Navajo brand with the probably a piece of rebar heated up and they drew on it.
Yep.
So getting you a piece of livestock is really important. Really important.
It's just like a good dog too.
Tell Jared to come hunt with me and I'll show him what a good horse is all about. That's from Casey Fair.
Right.
I tell you, those ranch horses that have been out like run those hills after cattle like that. I chased elk. I mean, I literally chased elk through the woods to where we were close enough coming in these elk herds. My horse would try to bite him. It was like a roping horse. So
I had to put it up there. It made me laugh.
They're all over you, Derek. That's what happens when you're from Virginia.
Yeah.
What they say? I can't see it.
Have a good evening, man. And Derek, get a haircut.
Shit, I ain't cutting my hair.
Shit. But I tell you what, the hound trials, guys. I'll post it on the AZWDA.com. Take your neighbor's kids. Take your crappy dog. You don't have to win. I'm gonna tell you, sometimes these crappy dogs, they win.
Just show up.
they win. My dogs won't hardly run it. Dirty, he went in hard, won the bear drag, all this, and then he figured out that there wasn't a real bear. It was just a rug. He figured out that coon was in a cage, and he said, nah. But I tell you what, you let a kid hold a dog, at the start line, and they have to run up the hill to get to the tree. And then they have to come back because the dogs all turn around because one dog turns around. All the dogs turn around unless you're in the senior race. It's good for these kids. It's good.
They do what? Do they do a water race?
Yeah, they do got a water race.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's a good one. I mean, we have to stretch the cable across the pond. Now,
have they got start kennels, or are you
no, you just hold your dog. Yeah, we're not pussies. Like, you just hold your dog. Now, the problem is we're kicked out of the forest the April 31st and May. Oh, my wife's sneaking in on me. So the one in April, I have it. I'll have to post. I was trying to post it. The one in April, we have to do a different spot, which is going to suck real bad because the spot we always the forest, they're trimming up the forest there. They're cutting. And you have our spot. Like, everybody camps in the same spot. No one camps in my spot. And all those guys are like high class people with trailers. And I pull in with my redneck RV, and no fire season. We have fires. No, I can get worse. I have my 30-foot trailer, buddy. You haven't seen that one yet. Derek's seen that one.
Yeah.
So, but it's good to get, that's who you bring your neighbors. All my kids' friends are like, we want to go. I literally will probably have to take 2 cars this year because I got 4 kids and me and my wife, and that's my Tundra. I'll have to probably take another car or have my daughter take, because those kids want to go. They love to hold a dog. They have no clue what they're doing, but they love to hold a dog. And I got 2 puppies I'll drag around, which Jared's puppy's actually turning out pretty good. He's not running away from me no more. I kick him off my porch. What? Everything's right there. Was he screaming right now? My wife said, never mind. But I open that door and he runs off the porch now. He's like, and then if he just sits there and I open the door, he'll just sit there. Like, oh, let me in. And I'm like, okay, come on in. And he runs straight to the kennel, so looks like he took off on us too. Anyways, April 11th is the Game and Fish Commission meeting. Share it all over the place. There are 4 hound trials. I will get those posted and we'll talk about it next month or next week. And then we'll actually talk about something cool next week. Madison for one. If you guys want to donate to get Madison's dog, we need $1,000 more. That's not that much. It's $10 per person if everybody in our members threw it in. So if you want to donate, go to AZWDA.com. I'm leaving early. We're all leaving Addison.
Yep.
There's a girl that comes around us, and I never call her by her real name. I didn't even know what her real name was. I just called her 100 different names. So hound trials, keep your eye open on those. Drag your neighbor's kids, drag everybody's kids to it, and they'll have fun. What else you got going on, anybody? Donate to Madison. If you want to become a member, become a member. We hit 100 today. So I want to do a giveaway. We're not prepared to do this good. I do want to get shirts and hats and all that stuff made, and I can start sending them out. But right now we're just stupid and we're learning this stuff. I talked to a guy about C3s and he just totally just ripped me down. He's ran like 48 or 46 or 56 C3s in his life. And he's telling me this, and this. I'm like, oh, yeah, I do that. Maybe. He says, well, RS will come after you if you don't do this, and this. So we're learning, guys. And we don't want to ask for money, but I'm going to tell you, this money you guys have been donating to us and we've been making has educated us and sent us to places. Booked. I'm going to go to there's a NTA summit in the Arizona Trapping Association invited me to this, so I don't have to pay or nothing to get in. I just had to book a hotel, so I'll go over there and see what that's about. That's in Prescott Valley. So all this money, it's definitely not. I just got an email for the NTA. It's not going to waste. Definitely ain't going to waste. We're picking up sponsors because they love what we're doing. So if you guys, there is a value pack in Tucson. They're going to open a store in Tucson. I don't know what you feed there. It's pretty good food. And I've been researching it, and a lot of people like it. Those back east pit bull guys really like it. They have one in Buckeye.
I don't know where to get it.
And they have one in Sholo. They have one over in Buckeye. So
shit.
Yeah. But I mean, whenever you need, I can bring some down too, I guess. And it's as much as Diamond, and I hear, yeah, it's $42 a bag.
It's not
It's
bad.
same. Yeah, it's same. It's
Yeah.
$2
Diamond,
cheaper.
you can get down to 38, 40. It depends. The good thing about Diamond, I'm not going to lie. You go to Tractor Supply. If you go there, you just walk in. They always have ripped bags.
I know.
went in and bought
My
2
wife
bags
always
for
orders it
$40.
online.
Mhm.
Costs me $20 extra. She orders it online.
My wife does the same thing when I'm out of town. She'll order it online. And we walked in one time. I'm like, see this? Marked down
Yeah.
$20. I don't give a shit. I'll buy it. So
What's what the fat protein is on that value pack?
I'm right now just feeding 24-20 because I'm kind of stagnant, but they got all the way up to 28 or 30, 24 or 30, 20. Yeah.
They got a 30-20 or 30-24.
Yep.
That's why I feed Diamond, because I'm not feeding Purina, and Diamond's only 30-20 I can get. That's why I've just fed it.
Oh
for a
no,
long
they
time.
go way up. They got as low as 2012 for your just crap dogs.
Yeah, I don't feed that to my.
I feed that to my bears. I keep in a cage.
Yeah. I'd like to check. I'm gonna check them. I'm gonna check them value pack out. I'd like to feed Joy, but I can't get it out here, and I ain't gonna drive and pick it up by the truckload.
Joy though there's another dog food that Joy makes that they sell
high standard. High standard.
But man, I'll tell you, try that value pack. My dogs do good on it. They all love it. So and the waste is definitely a big difference. So,
nice. That's why I quit feeding Purina, because it's just bad just coming out,
Well, Purina hates hound hunters, so
yeah, and they change their shit all the time. I'm just not about that. If they're not on the team us, I'm not trying to be a part of it.
Yep. Value pack is 100% for the houndsman and all working dogs. I mean, the guy's great. The sales guy's great. People had texted me and said, "Where do I pick up a pallet?" I text my guy, "Hey, he's happy too because look, another. So we can get this $1,500, guys, quick. And I'm gonna call the guy tomorrow and make sure everything's on the good.
Mm-hmm.
He seems pretty legit. Value pack with $9 a bag in Finley. I need to call the feed store in Carson City to see what they cost. Shoot me where you live. I'll text my guy and
it's Rowdy.
He'll tell me. Yeah. I don't know where he lives.
He lives in Fallon.
Does he? Well, why does he put Finley? Does he Fallon?
Fernley's a neighboring town.
So
Come on now. You've known Rowdy for like 2 years.
Yeah, but I don't know where he gets his food at. I don't pay attention to stuff. You know this. I forget. I got 10,000 things going on.
It's good that you got that hookup with the distributor there for value pack, because you'll be able to find it when you buy that place up there in Nevada.
I call him, and I say, "Hey," I had a guy like Arkansas, right? And said, "Hey, this guy wants a pallet," and he sent me, and the guy went and bought a pallet. And he was kind of bragging to my guy here in Sholo and said, "This guy's like selling stuff all over the world, like all over the country here." So value pack, guys, I'm feeding. I fed Diamond high energy because I didn't know they had value pack here, and I didn't know about value pack till Brett Vaughn, so he got me.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
No, I didn't either. But it's a legit stuff. Look, just go to TikTok, type in value pack reviews, it's some good stuff. There's a black dude on there that just, man, he gets into it. He gets into it good. So, other than that, guys, April 11th, we'll see you this Friday.
Yep.
So bring your dog box so we can back them in. The more dog boxes, I think, the better we are.
Don't bring your dog though, because they won't let you bring it in, and it'd be too hot.
What if it's a service dog? And you have I missed out on some air conditioning dog boxes that came out of the military. I wish I'd have bought them, but I didn't.
Them are nice, bud.
Yep.
Them are nice.
Yep. Look at Jared. We got to get off. He's busy. He's going to be on that computer all night.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody who gets on, appreciate you guys listening. We appreciate you guys supporting. Email the commissioners. If you guys haven't already, screenshot this. Screenshot this. Send them an email and let them know that the antis are dumb. That's all I can say.
SCI, what'd they send out, Sarah?
Petition to sign for all the working dogs.
SCI just sent out a petition for all the working dogs.
For what?
Awesome.
What?
I don't know, Sarah.
For what's happening on Friday.
For what's happening on Friday.
Oh, a call to action.
They called owners or whatever.
Yeah,
No.
I think they did.
Okay.
A lot of.
No, it's a petition to sign against that petition.
Oh, gotcha. Share it. Pass it around.
So
I'll put it on the internet. I'll look it up.
Okay.
I'm a member of
Sarah, I don't know. It's in your email. They emailed it out.
Perfect.
She handles all that stuff for me. So
The best thing you guys can do is share. Everybody.
Yep.
That's right.
Share. All right, guys. Till next
All right.
time. Till Friday.
later.
All right, see you then.
Later.
See you, fellas.